Other news this Thursday night to the coronavirus here in the U.S. and that high-stakes meeting tomorrow with the CDC on the future of the Johnson & Johnson one-shot vaccine here in the U.S. Now, we know in Europe they have resumed using it with a warning attached, but regulators there saying that the benefit far outweighs the risk. So will the U.S. follow suit? And it all comes as we now witness a slowdown in vaccinations in this country. The daily average number of shots has now fallen below 3 million a day. That's the first time in weeks. And authorities say that reflects in part some of the hesitancy in folks who have yet to get the shot. 134,286,000 people have received at least one dose. That's 52% of all adults now. And tonight, the CDC acknowledging that it is now looking again at its mask guidelines. So could there be changes there? And news on cases of the virus even after getting the vaccine, what are called breakthrough infections. And there's some encouraging news on that front tonight. So here's our senior national correspondent, Steve Osunsami from the CDC in Atlanta.
Any future use of the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine could be decided tomorrow by a CDC advisory panel. Because it's a single shot, it's become an important tool in fighting the coronavirus.
We need to make a decision quickly, and I'm really hopeful that we'll be able to use the vaccine soon.
U.S. health officials put use of the vaccine on hold after 6 women developed rare blood clots after getting the shot. Tomorrow, they could continue with that hold or join health officials in Europe, who just days ago decided that the benefits outweigh the risks and have cleared the vaccine to be used with a safety warning. Across the country, it appears fewer people are rushing to get immunized, with thousands of appointments sitting empty and some vaccination places shutting down.
When 16 and older opened, I did expect a rush, and it never materialized.
For the first time in weeks, the daily average of shots put into arms has fallen below 3 million doses a day.
Obviously, there is an element of vaccine hesitancy or concern that we need to address.
The scientists have put together this map. The areas in darker blue show where Americans are resisting the vaccine the most. In Boston, they're trying hard to get black and brown communities vaccinated, setting aside 20,000 doses.
We know the Latinx, Hispanic community is lagging behind. We need to share information. We need to make it easy for them to make an appointment to get vaccinated, and that's what we're doing.
With more Americans getting more immune, there's a new debate over rules requiring face masks. In New York City, for example.
If you want to get rid of the masks, if you want to get rid of the social distancing, if you want to get rid of the restrictions, go get vaccinated.
Scientists at the CDC today announced that they might actually revisit their guidelines on outdoor masks.
We will be looking at the outdoor masking question, but it's also in the context of the fact that we still have people who are dying of COVID.
So we'll wait for more guidance on that. In the meantime, Steve, the CDC director today also talked about what we're seeing in people in this country who've been vaccinated and then still became infected with the virus. Very rare cases, but they were actually encouraged by what they're seeing as far as symptoms.
That's right, David. There's a bit of discussion about what they're calling breakthrough infections, and those are infections that happen to people who've already been vaccinated. The CDC says that their studies show that if you get one of these infections and you've been vaccinated, that your symptoms will most likely be milder and you are less likely to spread the disease to someone else. David?
All right, Steve Osunsami tonight. Steve.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.